Welcome back to Manga Talk, the best place to discuss your favorite manga stories. If you enjoy content like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and you can join in on all the awesome conversations we're having. We're continuing our One Piece journey with Chapter 2. They call him Straw Hat Luffy. So this chapter, man, it takes me back. So we're introduced to Kobe, and we're introduced to Iron Mace Alvida, his first, I guess you would say, opponent. Not really, he just kind of was sleeping and got brought into her area, and Kobe just is Kobe. I mean, if you aren't familiar, it's Kobe. He's come a long way. But as you can see in this chapter, it's like basically Kobe's telling Luffy that, you know, he's never going to be the Pirate King, and his journey and what he wants to become is impossible, and he's like the odds are stacked against him, and Luffy knows this already. This is not anything that Luffy doesn't understand, but he still wants to go on this journey. He still wants to achieve it. He believes he can achieve it. He believes in himself. This is his self-confidence, and Kobe's instilled with, and like the idea that, you know, maybe he can achieve something too if he puts his life on the risk, because Luffy basically said, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not worried about dying. I'm going on this journey. If I die, I die. If I don't, I don't. I think I'll be able to do it though. And, you know, we see Luffy at the very start is just like that whole nonchalant attitude, because he gets trapped in that whirlpool and he's just sitting there like, man, it's already over. That's crazy. But, you know, we already get the idea that Luffy was like, you know, he was just real nonchalant about it. He just wanted to be out there, be free, go on adventures, and become the king of the pirates by whatever means he can, because that's what he is. He's a pirate, and what reason do you have to be a pirate if you don't want to be the king of the pirates? I mean, everyone has their reasons, but I mean, if you're going to do something, be great at it. And I think Kobe saw that and decided for himself, like, you know what? I want to be my own man. I want to be successful as well. And decided that, you know, it's now time for him to grow up and take responsibility for his own actions and take responsibility for his own life. So he's like, look, I'm going to be a Navy guy. Me and you are going to be enemies. And that's what it is. I want to be in the Navy. And so now that's what I'm going to do. And then Alvida, he knocked her out with one punch. You know, it's almost like she was just a nobody. And all these guys, they're just normies. And, you know, they follow her because she's scary to them. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's so few women pirates. And the first pirate we meet, besides Shanks, is a woman pirate. But, yeah. So, you know, and we're also, it's surprising to me that we're in East Blue and, you know, it's an uncharted island. Like, are we gonna, there's not really that many uncharted islands. So I'm kind of wondering how there are uncharted islands in this world. I mean, when the Grand Line is so explored. But yeah, this is where we're first introduced to the Grand Line, the idea of the Grand Line and what it is, you know, the death place of pirates. So it's nice that looking back now, I remember hearing about the Grand Line. I'm like, man, okay, so they got to go to this place, this Grand Line place. And knowing what I know, it's just exciting that we're introduced to the Grand Line this early. And so now we know, okay, our first goal for Luffy's journey is to get into the Grand Line, because if you're going to be the king of the pirates, you have to get into the Grand Line. And so it's like, you know, they gotta get a boat, and you see Kobe and Luffy kind of go on their way, and they basically say, you know, they're gonna go find this Roronoa Zolo guy. You know, Zoro, unfortunately, she didn't know his name because, you know, he's just a pirate bounty hunter, and no one knows that or knows who he is really. So it's nice to see that, you know, we're getting introduced to pivotal characters so early. Kobe, oh man, it's crazy now that I think about it, that Kobe was introduced in chapter 2 that early. It's wild, because like he plays a good role in this show, but it's like not even that much. So it's like, I don't know. We'll see. It's exciting because Kobe's already introduced, Alvida's introduced, so it's like, okay, let's go from here and see what's going to happen next. So, what are your thoughts on this chapter? It's still early. I know, a lot of y'all have already read this. Does this take you back? For me, it definitely takes me back. And now I'm realizing, like there was so much that I didn't know because I didn't read it first. I watched it first. So now I'm just kind of like, man, I didn't realize like these characters were introduced so early. Anyways, leave your comments and suggestions for other manga in the comments. And thanks for watching. Peace.